Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Math for me and you. Let's learn maths together. Hello dear students, I'm Sindhu Suresh. Here we are discussing question 5 from exercise 2.4 from chapter 2 Polynomials. Question 2 is factorize the given 4 polynomials. All of them are cubic polynomials. Already I have prepared a video about factorization of cubic polynomials. I shall give you the link in the description box. For a cubic polynomial, we can say it has 3 linear factors, or we can say 1 linear factor and 1 quadratic factor. So we can write p of x as the product of a linear factor and a quadratic factor. If we get the linear factor, it's easy to get the factors of the quadratic factor. So we can say this is the method to factorize a cubic polynomial. First find the linear factor, after that get the quadratic factor and factorize. So we will follow the steps to get or to factorize a cubic polynomial. First, step number 1, by trial method find the linear factor. Step number 2, divide p of x by this linear factor and obtain the quadratic factor. And step number 3, factorize the quadratic factor. So from the quadratic factor we will get 2 linear factors, and by trial method we will get 1 linear factor. Altogether 3 linear factors will be ready. So let's start. Consider cubic polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Write this polynomial as p of x and check whether this is in standard form or not. First term x cube, the second term x square, after that x term, then constant. Yes, this is in standard form. Now we have to find the root of this polynomial. How to find? Look at the constant, its factors we can try, or you can try with 1 or minus 1, 2 or minus 2, 3 or minus 3 for any cubic polynomials. One of these numbers will be the root. We can try or we can start with 1. If 1 is a root, then p of 1 will be 0. How to check this? Replace x with the number 1. P of 1 we will get. So left side p of 1 we write, in place of x we substitute the value 1. Right side is 1 cube minus 2 times 1 square minus 1 plus 2. Find the value. 1 cube is 1. Then minus 2 times 1 square is minus 2. Minus 1 plus 2. Opposite numbers we could cancel. 1 with minus 1. Minus 2 and plus 2 cancel. So what's the answer we get? Here we get the answer is equal to 0. P of 1 equals 0. What is the meaning? 1 is a root of this cubic polynomial. So we can write here 1 is a root. If 1 is not a root, that means we are not getting this equal 0. We go for the other number. If 1 is a root, what is the factor? X minus 1. If a is a root, x minus a is a factor. And here we can write x minus 1 is a factor. Now we have to move on to step number 2. Divide the given cubic polynomial with this factor. Here we are going to divide p of x with x minus 1 in an easy way. For that, we will use the coefficient of x in p of x. What is the meaning coefficient? The number with each term. X cube, what is the coefficient? 1. So we will write 1 first. Minus 2x square means we write only minus 2. Minus x means we write minus 1. And the last term is 2 we write. See the division line? I am doing like this way. Divide by x minus 1. But we will write 1. What is 1? 1 is a root. This type of special division, instead of the factor we are writing a root for dividing. Now we can start division. First number we write same as it is. The first coefficient we write without having any change. 1. Then multiply 1 with the root 1. 1 times 1. Write the answer under the next coefficient. The answer is 1 and we will write it under minus 2. Now we should add these two numbers. Minus 2 plus 1. The answer is minus 1. Again we do the same process. 1 the root multiply with this new answer diagonally. 1 times minus 1. Answer we write under the next coefficient. Answer is minus 1. We write under minus 1. What is next step? Add these two numbers. Minus 1 minus 1. The answer is minus 2. Then we will multiply diagonally with the root. 1 times minus 2. The answer is minus 2. Write under 2. Then we get 2 and minus 2, get the total. The total is 0. Always the last two terms will be cancelled or their total will be 0. The remaining will be the coefficient of the quadratic factor. 1 minus 1 minus 2. The first number is 1. It is the coefficient of x square. So we can write 1x square. That means it is x square. Second number is minus 1. It is the coefficient of the second term, that is x. So we get here minus 1x or minus x and then minus 2. What we have got? We have got a quadratic polynomial. And we have already studied how to factorize quadratic polynomials. We can do it with factorization method. For that, we can split into factors. X square, the first term, the factors are x and x. We could write in these two brackets. Then along with x we have to write number. Which number we will write? The factors of 2. The factors of 2 are 1 and 2. And then make sure that numbers we are writing with the correct sign. For that, cross multiply. First bracket 1, the number with the second bracket x. 1 times x is 1x. First bracket x with the number in the second bracket. Multiply, we get 2x. Here the middle term is minus x and we are getting the terms 1x and 2x. How can we get minus x? If we keep 2 as negative, then we can see minus 2x and 1x together we get minus 1x. That means if we change 2 as negative 2, we get the factors x plus 1 and x minus 2. So that x times x is x square, 1 times minus 2 is minus 2 and the cross multiplying result is the middle term minus x. So what are the factors? X plus 1 and x minus 2 are the factors of this quadratic polynomial. Already we have got x minus 1 as a factor of the cubic polynomial. Now we are getting 2 more factors. So together we can write the 3 factors. The factors of the given polynomial p of x are x minus 1, x plus 1 and x minus 2. Now factorize the second polynomial x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Here also we can follow the same steps. First of all, we will consider this as p of x and then we will find out the root of this cubic polynomial. What are the roots? We can try with 1 or minus 1, 2 or minus 2, 3 or minus 3. If you want, you can try with the factors of 5, the constant 1 and 5. First of all, p of x equals given polynomial and we will try whether p of 1 is 0 or not. P of 1 is 1 cube minus 3 times 1 square minus 9 times 1 minus 5. Get the answer. 1 cube is 1 minus 3 times 1 square is 3 times 1, that is minus 3. Minus 9 times 1 is minus 9 minus 5. 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5 not equal to 0. What is the meaning? 1 is not a root of this polynomial. So try with minus 1. In place of x, put the value minus 1. We get minus 1 power 3 minus 3 times minus 1 to the power 2 minus 9 times minus 1 minus 5, that is p of minus 1. This is equal to minus 1 to the power 3 is negative 1. Minus 3 times minus 1 square is positive 1. So it is minus 3 times 1, that is minus 3. Minus 9 times minus 1. Minus minus becomes plus. So we get plus 9 minus 5. What answer we are getting? We are getting here minus 9 and plus 9. So it cancels. That means this is equal to 0. So p of minus 1 is equal to 0. What we can write the result? We can write the result as minus 1 is a root of this cubic polynomial p of x. If minus 1 is a root, we have to write the factor as x minus minus 1. X minus minus 1 is x plus 1 we could write. So what is the factor? X plus 1 is a factor of this cubic polynomial. Linear factor is ready. Now we have to divide and get the quadratic factor. For that, we will write down the coefficient of p of x. Here p of x is in standard form. So we can write the coefficients as 1, minus 3, minus 9 and minus 5. Divide by, since the factor is x plus 1, we will divide with the root, that is minus 1. What is the root? X minus minus 1. That means minus 1 is the root. divide by minus 1. First number we write same as it is. 1 we copy it down. Next, multiply diagonally with the root minus 1. Minus 1 times 1, the answer we write under the next coefficient, that is under minus 3. Minus 3 and minus 1, get the total. The total is minus 4. Both are negative, so we can just add the numbers. Minus 3 and minus 1 is minus 4. Multiply diagonally with minus 1. Minus 1 times minus 4. Minus minus become plus, and 1 times 4 is 4. So we get plus 4. Minus 9 plus 4 is minus 5. Their total is minus 5. Minus 1 times minus 5. Minus minus plus, and 1 times 5 is 5. So the answer we get plus 5. See, both of them, they cancel each other. Their total becomes 0. Look at the three numbers, and we can write the quadratic factor or quadratic polynomial. What is the quadratic polynomial? 1x square minus 4x minus 5. This is the quadratic polynomial. So step 2 we have completed. Next is we have to write down the factors of this quadratic polynomial. The first term x square, the factors are x and x. Now we have to write down the factors of 5. Factors of 5 are 1 and 5. And the middle term is minus 4x. For getting this minus 4x, we will cross multiply. 1 times x, the result is 1x. X times 5, the result is 5x. We have to get minus 4x. That means the larger number 5 we can change as negative number, so that we get minus 5x and 1x becomes minus 4x. See here, the correct factors are x plus 1 and x minus 5. X times x is x square. 1 times minus 5 is minus 5. 1x and minus 5x together we get minus 4x. So the factors are x plus 1 and x minus 5. Already we have got x plus 1 is a factor. Now we are getting two more factors, x plus 1 and x minus 5. Combining, we get the three factors of the cubic polynomial p of x. So the factors of the polynomial p of x are x plus 1, x plus 1 and x minus 5. Now we have studied how to factorize a cubic polynomial. So this question will be easier for us. First of all, we need the linear factor. For that, by trial method, we will find out the root. And we will try the numbers 1 or minus 1, 2 or minus 2 or 3 or minus 3. First of all, we try 1. And look at this given polynomial. All are positive. So if we put in place of x the number 1, do we get 0? No. The answer will be higher than or greater than 0. So 1 is not a root. Next we try with minus 1, p of minus 1. In place of x, put the value minus 1. Minus 1 power 3 plus 13 times minus 1 square plus 32 times minus 1 plus 20. Let's simplify. Minus 1 power 3 is minus 1 plus 13 times minus 1 square is plus 13 plus 32 times minus 1 is minus 32 plus 20. Look at the total. Positive numbers 20 and 13, that is 33, and negative numbers minus 1 and minus 32, that is minus 33. 33 minus 33 is 0. P of minus 1 is 0. That means minus 1 is a root of this cubic polynomial p of x. And what about the factor? How can we write the factor? X minus minus 1, that means x plus 1 is a factor. The second step, division. For that, we will write down the coefficients. We can write down the coefficient because p of x is in standard form. The coefficient of x cube is 1. Then next term 13x square means we will write 13. Next term is 32x means we write 32. And the last term we write 20. Divide with the root. What is the root? Root is minus 1. So divide by minus 1. What is the first step? We copy the first coefficient same as it is. Okay. Then we will multiply with minus 1. Minus 1 times 1. Get the answer and write under the next coefficient. The answer is minus 1. Write under 13. And then find the total. 13 minus 1. Answer is 12. Multiply with the root. Minus 1 times 12. Write the answer under 32. Minus 1 times 12 is minus 12. 32 minus 12 is 20. So we can write the answer 20 there. Minus 1 times 20. The answer is minus 20 and we will write under the next coefficient plus 20. Then 20 minus 20 is 0. Look at the three numbers. They will be the coefficient of the quadratic polynomial. So how can we write the quadratic polynomial? We can write this as 1x square, or it is x square plus 12x plus 20. This is the quadratic polynomial. Next step, factorize the quadratic polynomial. We can split this and write down as two factors. X square, the factors are x and x. The factors of 20, there are many factors. They are 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. Which two numbers together we get 12, 2 and 10. So we can write the two factors, matching factors, as 2 and 10. All other factors we will not get the total 12. So we write here 2 and 10. Make sure this total is 12. How? Cross multiplying. 2x and 10x. The total we get 12x. And the middle term is plus. That means all these numbers must be positive. So what are the factors? The factors are x plus 2 and x plus 10. Already we have got linear factor as x plus 1. Combining we get the three linear factors. They are x plus 1, x plus 2 and x plus 10. Next polynomial is 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. This is a polynomial in y. We can write this as p of y. And then we are going to check which is the root of this polynomial. For that we will try with 1. P of 1. What is the answer? In place of y, give the value 1. So we get 2 times 1 cube plus 1 square minus 2 times 1 minus 1. Find the value. 2 times 1 cube is 2 plus 1 square is 1 minus 2 times 1 is minus 2 minus 1. Plus 2 minus 2 we can cancel. 1 minus 1 cancel. So we get here 0, the answer. P of 1 equals 0 means 1 is a root of this polynomial. Now we can write the factor. What is the factor? Y minus 1. Next we are going to divide. For that write down the coefficients 2, 1, minus 2 and minus 1. Divide with the root. What is the root? 1. So we have to write 1 outside. And first we write 2 same as it is. Then multiply diagonally with the 1. 1 times 2. Answer we write under the next coefficient 1. So 2 we write under 1. 2 plus 1, the total we get 3. Again multiply diagonally. 1 times 3 is 3. Write under minus 2. Minus 2 and 3, the total is 1. Again multiply. 1 times 1, the answer is 1. We write under minus 1. 1 and minus 1 becomes 0. So we get the remaining 3 terms as the coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. This is a polynomial in y. We are writing the quadratic polynomial as 2y square plus 3y plus 1. And we can see this is the quadratic polynomial. We are going to factorize this. How to factorize? Here the first term 2y square, the factors 2y and y we can write in 2 brackets. Next we have to write the number, that is the constant 1, its factors 1 and 1. Then check whether we are getting the middle term or not with these factors. 1 times y. By cross multiplying we get the result 1y. And 2y times 1, the result 2y. Total 1y plus 2y, it is 3y. Yes, we are getting the middle term. So the correct factors are 2y plus 1 and y plus 1. Already we got y minus 1 a factor. So the factors of the given cubic polynomial p of y are y minus 1, 2y plus 1 and y plus 1. Hope you understand what we have practiced over here. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to my channel. See you with more useful videos. Thank you.